everybody, Shane, Caitlin here, Team Severson. Hey, our numbers are out for September. They're out. We have some interesting numbers, don't we, Caitlin?
We definitely do.
Yeah, so we track these things. We're excited to share. So let's jump in. First of all, Caitlin, why don't you talk about what are the categories we talk about and why? Just to remind everybody that's watching.
So first we're going to look at just average sales price. So this is just going to give us an idea of, okay, every year how much are we gaining or how much profit can we be looking at? So that's just kind of the average sold price. The active listings is the next category. So if you don't know, our entire real estate market is really driven off of supply and demand. So how many listings are on the market today will actually tell us if prices are going to drop or if they're going to rise. And that is the same with the last category, which is just monthly inventory. If you didn't know, we have been in a seller's market for years and years and years. So really, for that to start changing and prices to start dropping and to go into a buyer's market, that's going to be looking at 6+ months of supply, and that's why we kind of look at it, is just to kind of see where we're at with that.
Yeah, it's amazing how much information you can glean. If you can tell, people feel like the market's going to drop, but really we know if it's going to drop by supply and all of that. So let's jump in with those numbers. Our average sold price in 2023 for September was $801,145,000. So we're back over the 800. We've been there for a couple months. In 22, to give you perspective, a year ago in September, we were 774,884. So it's definitely gone up. We're about 3.4% increase. Now again, over history, we grow about 6%. We are about half of that right now, and part of the reason is because of the massive overbids that dropped. So our number's about half of what it looks like, but the market is still climbing, I would say, at about a 6% increase. Our active listings, as Caitlin said, we're at 5,949 active listings. In 22, we had 7,631. That's a 22% drop. What do you take from that, Caitlin?
So if you don't know that, we actually look at the history. We're looking at years previous, what it looks like now, and normally around this fall season when we're getting more into a buyer's market, we see more above 7,000 homes active listings on the MLS or just in general. And so surprisingly, we're still under 6,000. That is a big deal. That is telling us that prices may not be dropping as much as we thought they would during this time.
Yeah, so seasonally, as you know, I always say the best time to buy is October, November, December, because the amount of listings goes up, supply and demand drives up, dropping prices down for the season, less sellers, and then it rises back up. But we're not seeing the big active listing drop, so it's going to be an interesting season. And then our monthly inventory in 2023 was 2.2, a year ago was 2.2, so no change really there. So I would say just to look at the overall market, what's going on, a little education, rates are on the rise. Like, rates have been high, they keep going up. There's talk of rates going up even higher. That is softening the market right now. The market is pretty soft. A couple months ago, our houses were flying off the market. Right now, they're kind of sitting. And so the market is a little slower than normal, which is good news for buyers. But that's also, when rates climb, that keeps sellers from getting in the market too. Because if I've got a 3% interest rate and rates are at 7.5%, I'm not selling my house. So it's doing a couple crazy things right now. It's keeping sellers out of the market. It's keeping buyers out of the market, which just kind of putting our market kind of a little stagnant right now. But what I would take away from all of that is it's a great time to buy. I know rates are high, but you want to buy now while the prices are a little lower. Buy with a high interest rate, because you can always, when rates drop, which they will, I promise, you can always refinance and drop your rate. But when you buy high, there is no changing what you bought the home at. So now, trust me when I say buy now. High interest rates means lower prices, and then we'll refinance you out. It's the smartest way to go. So if you're an investor looking to buy, if you are a buyer, you want to move now. We're going into buyer season. Now's the time to do it. And if you're a seller, reach out now. We'll start planning, prepping your house. Next year is going to be crazy. We're going to see some big increases, and you want to be ready for that. I hope that's good information. I hope all of these market updates brings good education and makes you feel like you know what the market's doing. Always reach out. We would love to grab coffee. We would love to talk to you more about the market, and we would love to talk about your goals and how we can help you accomplish it. Lastly, would you share this video to somebody maybe that needs it? Just share it on social media. Tell somebody about it. Have other people follow this, because we can help them as well and refer us. We would love to work with great clients like you. God bless. We'll see you next time.